never slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no...
Get dropped back to 5th place. I don't know if he should be quite happy with that. And as I say that, he's moved back up to...
They're within a second now then. It's only going to get closer if these guys keep mucking each other up. But Keyless leads. But watch Veda Pratama in 2nd place from the 2nd row. He got a terrible start yesterday.
4th. Kies is there in 2nd, ahead of Rico Salma.
Through turn 3, Brian says, get behind me. They're going to flick a certain digit on there. As plenty of riders go wide onto the green and beyond. Veda is in 2nd place, your pole sitter.
Then Carpe.
Lennox Famara has had a long lap penalty, relative fingers in response.
Well, that is brilliant, as you see. Went from nowhere to 3rd.
Rico Salmella in 4th. Carter Thompson up from well down on the grid into 5th.
Penalty.
The local rider, the Swiss rider, Northern Talent Cup former.
And back to about 4th or 5th. My goodness.
There's nothing like Rookies Cup out there, is there, Peter?
No,
nothing like it.
Peroni, I think it is, that's in 3rd place there. It is Salmella in 4th. He's from
rider there. He's down in 20th space at the moment.
And Carpe, whoa, up the inside there. Just nothing at all, no. My goodness. Well, superb stuff. Okay, right, 3 and a bit laps to pole. He knows he's got to do better. He's got to have a better result here. He's got to get that win. That asked a couple of people to go from, I think, 4th to 2nd. Superb. He doesn't want to see Brian get away at all. To go. Peeney's there. And the whole pack, and they're still just with a bit of... It's been eluded him since its first Rookies Cup season.
Yeah, brilliant stuff then. So out we come through to...
And has got back on the tail of the fellow Spaniard. Well, that was superb. An advantage over Rouge Moodley.
Up the inside, and a big bobble for him as he tries to get the inside of Carpe. Carpe did it. Turn 3 on towards turn 4. It's Carpe, Peroni, Veda, Rico, Carter Thompson.
Side by side. And he takes the lead. Yesterday's winner.
Come back in it, no, is he? He's going to push him wide. Who's that? Peeney going very wide in the background. He'll be out of the running. Brian Ariarte's made a much better start. So, 2 riders who have got terrible starts comparatively.
Well, how can you go one better than winning 1 race in the weekend? You make it a double, and here he...
For the win then, unfortunately, that's him too far away.
Right, so it's Max Kies now who has the advantage. But Brian Ariarte...
Keyless and Morelli.
Right, we'll see what Kies can do with that. He does give himself a lot of work to do. Brian Ariarte goes. Almost as though he's decided this is the time I'm going to really push, and let's see if he's had something. It comes inside him and down. Who is going to be late on the brakes? Brian surely is going to lead. This is where he made the big move on the bridge. Picks up another place there. And in this, he said, I just got bumped around yesterday. I didn't make a good start. Up his sleeve. 8 laps to go.
Someone else that's pushing is the 94. Guido Peeney's found his groove. Fastest lap of the race.
Previous lap.
Oh! Keyless goes from 1st to 5th.
Yeah. You know, things got messed up early on. He needs a better race if he's going to go after that. That
to him last time around, 0.3 of a second quicker than Veda Pratama previously. Then could we
in 1 corner? My goodness gracious me! So
wow.
Brian now is going to put the hammer down. Up win. He lost the lead by 2 points to Alvaro Carpe yesterday.
We've got Brian seeing 6 riders become 7 towards the end of this one. We're only halfway through the race, Peter.
Yeah, I think he knows that with the gearing, he can't just run in the pack. He's got to get out in front. And here he goes to make the...
Ariarte looking at the inside of Salmella again then. Look at that. That's not really a stereotypical overtaking spot for these...
Right, now you saw the number 28 there, Maximo Kies, go off on the blue. That is the blue. So I move again. There's just 3 laps remaining now of Rookies Cup action. Side by side with Alvaro Carpe.
His bikes, he narrowly avoids exceeding track limits as well then. So he picks up another place, up into 5th, goes...
I don't think he's going to get penalised for that. It's not the green that's, it's a different thing. No. Has the advantage on the brakes.
He does indeed. Quick scan through the bottom of the field as well. Brian.
Yes, he's a different man today, I think. He's there. That's absolutely superb. He's not going to be much.
The rider who has been penalised, though, is Evan Belford. He's down in 22nd at the moment. He's been given a long lap penalty. Well, a bit lower down. Morelli's up to 12th. He's fighting with Ramersdorfer in 11th place. Pons is up there.
Around like he was yesterday. He's already in front of Rico Salmella. Oh, but he has a nasty slide. Nasty.
For exceeding track limits like Famara.
Yeah. What you would do, of course, if you ridiculously went over the...
Claim some more points in 13th. Danish's weekend goes from bad to worse. He's 14th, unfortunately, the Malaysian.
Slide there, but he saved it.
Carter Thompson looking really, really strong. I did see actually started, of course, from...
Blue and ran off the track like that. You'd get penalised for gaining an unfair advantage, of course. And Uriarte has the advantage going into the chicane. Can he get out of it well? He does get out of it well. He's still got
7th on the grid, so he's gained quite a few places in that opening lap, although he'll cross, or you end up in the gravel and lose your race completely.
That's right. Right, so it is the 83 of Alvaro, the advantage over Alvaro Carpi. Peroni up into 3rd place, Chies is 4th, then the 54 of Veda Pratama.
With just 1 gained overall.
And Alvaro Carpi has the advantage, but only just from Valentin Peroni, the Argent Carpi, that leads. There's the 94 of Guido Pini, superb, he is. And now, I wonder if Veda and Chies goes up into 3rd. I wonder if Veda's got a bit in hand. He caught that group super time.
Rouchet Mouli off the back of this group there, the number 11 sits in 11th place as well. He'll be looking for redemption up.
Really pushing it now.
And of course, people who just watch Red Bull Rookies, you will have missed the fact that
Superbly, he hasn't yet shown everything, I think. There's 2.5 laps to go.
And it's Uriarte after yesterday's crash.
And Brian Uriarte up into 3rd place. He passed Veda Pratama going into the first.
His very first junior GP weekend, his first race weekend of the year, in fact, having returned from injury back in Portimao. He got Encarpe just there, a little bit of breathing space for the moment. You got Morelli, who's got a long lap penalty for exceeding track limits to
corner.
This is a much different race that we see compared to yesterday. You can tell the riders that have done their homework overnight. 2nd place and a win in his very first outing in that class. You're looking at a very special young Italian many times. Marco really not having a great race today, unfortunately.
No, as I say, his season's been like that.
And they knew exactly when they needed to improve. You spoke to Brian, he said he sounded a little bit lost almost. He wasn't sure what he'd do. He's now on the hunt to try and join this leading group here in Rookies Cup.
Yeah, superbly talented, isn't he? He's a lovely character. So great race, an ordinary race.
Sometimes his own issues, sometimes out of his control, isn't it, as well? Wrong, but he certainly rectified it today.
That's right, indeed. He's up into 2nd place. He's past Valentin Peroni. He's already sad that he missed most of this season through injury. Yeah. Anyway, he's going to have a long way to. He's going to struggle to get points, I think, when he does the long. On the tail of the 83 of Alvaro Carpi. Yes, he didn't pinpoint just what went wrong. He just.
Here we go then. It's being stretched. Carpe pulling the pin. 1-4
lap with only 2.5 laps remaining. Well,
here we come.
Back we are then with Alvaro Carpi. It was a bit miffed, but he's certainly got it sorted now, hasn't he?
Stand up, Austria, your boy Leo Ramersdorf for the 44.8. How about that then? But Pini, 144.5. He is
just ahead of Brian Uriarte. They've got about 4 or 5 bike lengths lead now over.
Number 5 is in 8th place. He's in this leading group, vying for a potential podium then. That's a great them, but they are pulling the pin. Seemingly that pace in the start of the race was
Pratama and Chies and the rest of them.
Start from him.
And Brian Uriarte takes the lead. He takes the lead going sideways past Alvaro.
Just that little bit slower, perhaps saving some tyres.
Well, and are they off? Did they touch the green there on the exit?